there, I'm Dr. Pixie McKenna and I'm going to talk you through my 5 top tips for getting pregnant. Diet and exercise are key when it comes to fertility. It's important to exercise every day and try and get 30 minutes of exercise in. The second thing is diet. It's important if you are trying to conceive to try and eat a balanced diet. Make sure you get your 5 a day. Try and have at least 3 or 4 pints of water a day. Avoid anything that is out of a packet. Just look for what's in season and home cook. Ovulation is obviously key when it comes to getting pregnant. Unfortunately, many of us have just got basic biology and we all assume that we're ovulating day 14 of our cycle. That's not necessarily true. It's very much dependent on how long your cycle is. The other thing to remember is that sperm can live in the vaginal tract for 5 days. So that time before you're ovulating is very, very important as well in terms of your fertility. If you're confused about ovulation or you want to know exactly when you're ovulating, then it's worth doing some ovulatory tests, which you can easily do by means of a urine test, and then you can track your cycle. If you're trying to conceive, it's important to ditch cigarettes, alcohol, and recreational drugs if you use them. This isn't just an advice piece for women, it's also an advice piece for men who are trying to conceive. Because we know that it takes 90 days for spermatogenesis, so that's the creation of sperm, and therefore it's really important that cigarettes and alcohol are out of the equation, ideally. Over 80% of couples will conceive after a year if they're having regular unprotected sex. Fertility can be affected by a whole host of things, and one of the things that we see now is that women are starting families much later on in life, and certainly age has a very, very strong impact in your ability to conceive. So if you're worried, then you might consider doing something like a home test to see how things are both on the male side and the female side in terms of your fertility equation. And Superdrug have these tests, which are the fertile tests, and in this box you've got both male tests and female tests. It's quite handy if you've got a guy who has buried his head in the sand and doesn't really want to get things checked out. You can do these in the privacy of their own home. Trying to conceive can be a real emotional roller coaster, and sometimes you feel you're doing it all on your own. It's very important to remember this is a team effort, so both of you should tackle the problem together. If there doesn't appear to be a problem and you're just curious or you're concerned, share your worries with your GP. They're best placed to advise you and refer you should you need to see someone.